name is Alexandria Hilbert,
And my name is John Flowers.
and our project is the security redesign of the Williamson College of Business. This building has 3 floors that we redesigned the security of.
The first floor has 43 teacher computers, 60 cameras, 6 TVs placed throughout the hallways, 1 plotter that is placed in the lab with the Mac computers, 2 projectors, one in the atrium, one in the auditorium for presentation purposes for public speakers, what have you. We have 4 copiers placed on the first floor, kind of throughout the building for easy access. One in the administration's office, and the other one placed near the lab, and then the other 2 on the opposite side of the building on the first floor. Room 1109 has 35 Windows computers, Windows 10, and 15 Mac computers. Room 1110 will have 35 Windows computers and 15 Linux Red Hat Enterprise OS on them, which is more geared towards business.
Also on the first floor is the server room in room 1113, and there are 2 switch rooms in rooms 1158 and 1104. There is a total of 43 voice over IP phones and 18 access points. On the second floor, there are 2 switch rooms, 2219 and 2237. There are 27 voice over IP phones, and there are 16 access points.
Also on the second floor, there are 28 cameras and 27 computers.
On the third floor, there are 3 switch rooms, 77 voice over IP phones, and 21 access points.
There are a total of 15 cameras on the third floor and 40 computers to be spread out amongst the different offices up there. All right, now to go in more depth on the first floor. So I have cameras placed in high traffic areas and where sensitive information would be, like the administrative office, things like that. I chose the cameras for their features, mainly because they're high quality. They have motion detection, so for at night when no one is at the building, it'll automatically start to record when it detects motion, and you will also get, whoever's in charge of security will actually get email alerts and everything. That way, if something is happening, responders can get there right away. As far as the computers go, I chose Windows 10 as the primary OS for the computers in the building. On the first floor, there are 143 computers. I chose Windows OS because it is the most familiar. Most people have used it. And you have more compatible programs for whatever use you may need than any other OS, so I chose that. I went with a Dell 3430, Core i5, 8 gigabytes of RAM, terabyte of storage, Intel 630 graphics. That's more than enough to complete like a 3-year cycle before upgrading the computers again. Now, as far as the 15 computers that have Linux, I chose Red Hat Enterprise. I chose that because it is the leading Linux server OS in business, and it'd be a good idea for students to familiarize themselves with that operating system just in case whatever business they would go into in the future uses it. They might actually have some practice with it already. Now, as far as TV placement goes, I placed TVs strategically throughout the first floor, the main entrance, computer labs, the atrium, things like that, and auditorium to show important information, events that could be occurring, public speakers, if a professor has, a slotted time for a computer lab, just general information to help make everyone's lives better. I have a fire alarm sensor located in every room I also have the plotter placed in the building with in the room with the Mac computers because those are more geared towards artsy type things.
For the server room, I went with the Synology 16-bay 8GB DDR4 NAS rack station, and the operating system I chose is Windows Server 2019. The server room and all the switch rooms have fireproof doors, and they have the Climate Right CR12000 cooling system. For disaster recovery, we decided to go with the Microsoft Azure Disaster Recovery Service. The access points I chose are the Ruckus R730 access points. They have BeamFlex Plus antennas and transient client management. Access points are placed throughout the floor so that wireless access is available everywhere. I chose these because they are also very easy to set up and manage. The switches I chose are the Ruckus ICX7650. I chose these because they can be easily inserted or replaced. You can stack up to 12 of them, and you can perform an in-service software upgrade of the entire stack with no downtime. On the first floor, there is a total of 15 switches, 5 in each room, 2 in the switch rooms, and 5 are in the server room. On the second floor, there's a total of 8 switches, and there's 4 of them in each of the 2 switch rooms. And on the third floor, there are 12 switches total, 4 of them in each of the 3 switch rooms.
All right, now on to the second floor. The second floor has a computer in each classroom as well as a camera in each room. The third floor has only cameras in the hallways because it's not a real high traffic area. There are computers scattered out throughout the offices. There wasn't enough for one in every classroom. And because of that, those professors that have offices in those rooms will have to bring their own devices, and we will go into more detail about the bring your own device policy momentarily.
Anyone who accesses a high security area, such as the server room or any of the switch rooms, is not permitted to bring any of their own devices into the room to ensure data integrity. All of the doors to the high security areas are equipped with a contactless smart card reader. Any outside contractor that needs access to a high security area will be given a temporary badge to access that room for that particular day.